what's up? Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good?
All right, so I have you guys made an interesting comment to kind of educate us on voting because I was one of the ones is look, we voting for one sector and they're not doing anything for specific to us, right? So with the information you gave us, have you already thought about or put plans in place to do like a EYL Black Super PAC? I think it could be simple as if we got 40 million Blacks in the country allegedly. Everybody can give a minimum of $1 at minimum. You know what I'm saying? Or $5. And then we throw our rich Blacks in. You know, you guys have met a few. You guys are popular. Why couldn't we? Why shouldn't we? And what plans can we put into place now to get that going? My morale is down. I'm tired of our people apologizing, folks not educated on their history, and we divided. Let's just do something about it and put the money together and change things.
It's a great question. Rashad, you want to take it?
It's called Stay Tuned.
Yeah.
It's called Stay Tuned.
Nicole.
It's definitely something that,
Yeah,
I mean, for sure. I mean, that was the whole point of just even, having that conversation is to kind of, of course, stuff like that, it takes time. But yeah, no, that's what you just said. Everything you just said is kind of already in line with a lot of the things that, at the very least, I don't know what everybody's thinking, but at least what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why that's why I called 19 Keys. I spoke to Ian today, this morning. And, I feel like,
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
I think a lot of times if you listen to how when we do interviews, a lot of times we ask questions because we're prying for information, right? So if somebody has information, we're going to try to pry it out because we feel like it could be beneficial, not for us, but our community. And so when you, it's kind of like a little cliffhanger, but when you hear the episode, you're going to hear these type of questions because we want to know, because I feel like implementation is the next step. But we need to know the steps to make sure that we're doing it correctly. And we need to know it from the people who are in that, the positions of power or in the positions that have the knowledge. So yeah, you're dead on. I feel your passion. I feel your hurt. And so that's what we're here for. We're here for solution-based options, and we're here to create, not for us, like I said, but for generations to come. Like we said, we've seen the history, we understand the history, but we also here to make history. So stay tuned alert has been issued.
Yeah.
I mean, my main thing, being an investor, the number one, everyone please write this down. The number one thing in every venture that you take upon is risk mitigation. My only thought about this movement is that we need to be quiet in it. Like hypothetically, name me the top 5 biggest donors of the Senate Leadership Fund.
Maybe
go ahead, Queen.
Well, if you say top, I'm gonna think of people who have money or who are in power right now. So it would be the Jewish, it would be the gays, probably. And this is just off of I see them getting things done. So obviously they got some money, right? Maybe the NRA, because all these school shootings, but we can never get guns banned. You know what I mean? Maybe Apple, maybe Microsoft, maybe the top corporations. So that would just be my guess off the top of my head.
As Rashad would say, I said it to say, if we do not move in silence, the reason why I didn't even want him to say it earlier is if we can just be very honest, and I'll say this in the most loving and kind way to everyone. We're the only group and community on earth that announces, I'm going to pull up on you when I see you, and now we're going to go to war. Everyone else just goes to war. So even in who is funding and even the leadership, the celebrities, athletes, etc., I think that plan has to be crafted, initiated, and deployed very carefully and quietly while not choosing to disrupt the powers that be.
I agree. Because, we never heard about anybody raising money, and we just see things getting done. So to us, it looks like, oh, that's racist, but I don't even think that matters. I think if you put money in somebody's hand, they're going to do what you want them to do. You know what I mean? I'm to the point where I don't care if you don't like me. If we can do business and both of us can benefit from it and we both feel like it's fair, then I'll work with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But how are they doing? What are they doing? Are they holding meetings once a year at a place? Like,
Let's take a TV timeout. Only because I don't want any of us to be in jeopardy. And whenever I see Rashad do this to his head, because I stress him out a lot.
Nah, just
So that's the TV timeout.
I actually have a headache. But I appreciate the comment, and definitely, you know, something that we definitely have to work towards. And but I wanted to say this. Let's talk about the top 10 donors, because it is public information. Top 10 donors for midterm elections this year. So let's start at number 10 actually, and work our way up to the. Can anybody if anybody can guess 3 out of the 10, then we'll give them a surprise
Without using Google.
That's gonna be tough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Larry Ellison is the
Yes.
10th. He's donated $31 million to Republican campaign.
CEO of Oracle.
Oracle CEO.
Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, is
PayPal
number
Mafia.
9. He donated $32 million to the Republicans. Stefan Schwarzman from Blackstone Group, he donated $35 million to Republicans. Fred Eichner, he donated $35 million to Democrats. Sam Bankman-Fried,
Yes, FTX fame.
he donated $39 million to Democrats.
Buffett of crypto.
Timothy Mellon, he donated $40 million to Republicans. Jeff Yaz donated $47 million to Republicans. Kenneth Griffin,
Yeah, I like Ken got to be on there.
donated $68 million to Republicans. Richard Una donated $80 million to Republicans. And number 1, George Soros donated $128 million to Democrats.
Power, money to get power, power to protect money. George Soros, what fund? Ken Griffin, Citadel, shout out Citadel, JP Morgan, GTS, New York Bank of Mellon. This is why I tell you, if you get into finance and understand investing, your job at that point is to understand the price points in which to buy everything. Politicians are for sale. So in the grand scheme of things, talking about levels, politicians are like acquiring artists. So the president will be Drake. The Super PAC and Ken Griffin will be Lucian Grange. Midterm elections, maybe 21 Savage. The game is the same. It just has different players in it. Money to get power, power to then protect money.
This that Red Panda Anthem. Ian, what's up? This that Red Panda Anthem. Red Panda, what's good? Red Panda Anthem. Your boy going up. I know they can't stand it.